Dear friends and Hyde family members. Soon, we will gather not in mourning, but in celebration of the incredible life of Marlene Hyde, or as many of us affectionately knew her, Nanny Hyde. Her journey on this earth may have ended on December 26, 2023 after experiencing 89 Christmas celebrations, but her positive influence, inspiring legacy, and the golden ripples of her love will continue to resonate in our hearts and live in our actions.
No grand brass band will play, no holiday will be declared, no towering flags will be lowered to half-mast at government buildings, but for those who were lucky enough to meet this hidden hero, Marlene Nanny Hyde, all of those tributes would have been deemed proper.
Those of us close to the ending situation accept her passing as a bittersweet ending because of her lingering health challenges. The community pulse just skipped a beat, as one of its best is no longer with us. Let us all give her a hearty cheer for a life well lived. Goodbye, our sweet Nanny Hyde. She lived through the poverty of the Great Depression era, and the uncertainty of World War II. Nanny became a beacon of love and support for her devoted husband, Bob, and her 4 wonderful children, Shane, Sonia, Sheila, and Suzanne. Yet, her story goes far beyond the roles of wife and mother. It's a tale of resilience, kindness, and the legacy of the ripples of influence she left. In my journey with Nanny Hyde, I arrived late to joining the cloud of devoted moths hovering around her powerful, attractive flame. Despite the late introduction, I was fortunate enough to share moments, stories, and even a few secrets with her. In the latter part of her life, where her sight had dimmed to only seeing shadows, I found myself in a front-row seat to witness the last few acts of her life's performance. We took peaceful strolls together, with me acting as her eyes and whispering into her good ear as she, with her stories, guided me through her victories and defeats.
Nanny Hyde became not just a hidden hero, she was the pulse and heartbeat of the small-town community she embraced. With the looks of a movie star, she attracted many toward her loving light. Yet, beneath that comely countenance stood a woman with an inner love and deep faith, living it through her daily actions, interactions, and true devotion. She marked her life by giving her best, even when faced with challenges. Rarely feeling alone, she found solace in her books and poetry, which were her supportive friends. This active gal not only consumed literature, but learned to create her own poems, short stories, and reports. She achieved publication for some of her original writings in local newspapers. Whenever the community needed something done, Nanny Hyde became the one to call, knowing she would come through.
While none of us are perfect, even a close examination of her life reveals very few blemishes. Her journey had elements that seemed destined and worthy of a star, like giving birth to her first child, Shane, an enormous 9-pound, 4-ounce baby boy born on August 27, Marlene's own birth date. The Hyde family lived years of adventure at times, resembling nomads or happy gypsies, surrounded by the wild outdoor beauty of northern Idaho. Marlene read classic stories like Huckleberry Finn to her fascinated children by a bubbling creek, while Bob worked tirelessly harvesting timber. Later, they found a permanent home in Weippe, where the Hyde family flourished. They had a cozy home constructed a mere good rock throw from the elementary school. Marlene found a job as the school secretary and turned her job into a mission. Each child walking through the school doors encountered the wise, loving eyes and arms of Secretary Hyde. Her caring extended beyond her own family, as she nourished hungry kids, gave baths to those in need, and mended clothing with a motherly touch.
For 27 straight years, she stood at the school gate, scanning buses and children, noting those who might be struggling. She knew the community's challenges, and she cared. Her influence went beyond the school walls. She called the bars to offer words of encouragement and criticism when needed. And nobody ignored her words. Her admirers and those who respected her were many. In her home, nobody hungry entering her house would leave with an empty stomach. Marlene's youngest daughter, Susie, estimated her mom had baked more than 5,000 homemade pies over the decades. Her commitment to her family, community, and the well-being of those around her was unmatched.
Today, as we reflect on Marlene's life, let's remember the pros that dominate her list. She earned love, admiration, and appreciation not only from her family but also from entire communities. Her influence spread far and wide, reaching places around the world as she traveled with Bob and held her grandkids' hands. As we bid farewell to Nanny Hyde, let us carry forward those golden ripples she left behind, continuing to inspire and uplift those around us. In memory of a remarkable woman, Marlene Hyde. I hope you will read some stories I created about her. Here is a poem I wrote for her.